Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be why the narcissist isn't hoovering. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. So there are three main reasons why the narcissist will not hoover. And I'm going to break all three of these down. And believe me, there are many more reasons, but the main three for this video are very important and powerful. So I really want you to understand these. The first reason why the narcissist may not hoover is pretty obvious. It's because they already have a new source or sources of supply. You see, when you were with the narcissist, they already had sources of supply that were being groomed behind your back, maybe even in front of you. People that you were unaware of, or maybe you did know. But the narcissist is always in need of new sources of supply, new people they can dupe and fool and manipulate and take advantage of and do all of their nastiness to. So the new supply is a really important part of why you may not be being hoovered. Now bear in mind, the hoover does not happen all the time and post every narcissistic relationship. It happens many times, and many times you can't put a time frame on it. An example would be maybe it would happen a couple weeks after the relationship ends. Maybe it will be months, years. But the narcissistic hoover does not certainly happen. It doesn't happen all the time. So remember this one. When you were in the relationship and when the relationship ended, there were many times you wanted the hoover. I know you did, because you wanted to speak your mind. You wanted to get closure. You wanted to get answers. You wanted to tell the narcissist exactly what was on your mind. As time progressed and time moved on, you understood that, wait, maybe I don't want the hoover. And then you get to the point where you're like, absolutely not. I want nothing to do with this. I don't want a hoover. I want to be left alone. I'm living my best life. I'm moving forward. I'm doing what I want to do. And I'm leaving the narcissist in the past. So I needed to emphasize that, because there are essentially three stages post-narcissistic relationship ending. One is when you actually want the hoover. Two is when you're like, I'm not so sure, I don't really know, because you're getting stronger. And the third part is when you certainly don't want it. You want nothing to do with them. You're onto their game. You're educated, empowered, and enlightened. And you understand nothing good will ever come from contacting, or being contacted, I should say, by the narcissist. They absolutely, you want nothing to do with them. Okay, so that's the first reason why you may not be being hoovered, is because the narcissist already has new supply. And that's very likely. As a matter of fact, it's almost for sure. So the second reason why you may not be being hoovered is because you have done the homework. You understand exactly who they are, and you don't want anything to do with them. Meaning, what you've done is you put in all the time, the dedication, the devotion into yourself to understand what narcissism is, and that you were in a toxic, narcissistic, abusive relationship, of which you were on the receiving end of the abuse, the toxicity, the gaslighting, the stonewalling, the invalidation, rage fits, all of these things. And once you broke free from the trauma bond, you were like, oh my goodness, I can never do this again. I wasn't prepared for it. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced, and I don't want to do this again. So that's that's the second reason why you may not be being hoovered, because you have the education and you understand exactly what's going on, and that the narcissist doesn't have anything beneficial for you. They never have it. They never did. The third reason why you may not be being hoovered is because your boundaries are extremely high, and you've understood that your self-worth, and you're awakened and aware. What this means is you've taken all the tools you've received from my channel and many others, and all the education and all the awareness and awakening that you've experienced, and you've utilized this to benefit you. You see, before you didn't have the information and the education, you probably didn't block the narcissist. You probably didn't go no contact. You probably were just, if the relationship ended recently, you probably wanted the hoover, because you believed at that time that the narcissist was the only person that could provide you the answers, the closure, and all the information that you were looking for. That's what you believed. The truth of the matter is, now that we have the education, we have the understanding and the awareness, we know that that's not the case. The case is that all the education, awareness, and enlightenment came from you. It came from within you. And remember, the narcissist duped you during the whole relationship, and what they did is they took advantage of you, fooled you, kept you in the fog, had your head spinning, and they wanted to keep you there. Why? Because it made them feel good. It made them feel powerful. It made them feel like they were better than you. And that's how the narcissist likes it. But once we get the education and the understanding, and we become awakened and aware, We see that we hold the keys, that we have the power, we have the control, we have the fortitude, the insight, and everything about us is exactly where the narcissistic relationship lies. It's all within us. So those are 3 reasons why you may not be getting a Hoover. Remember this also. The Hoover is not something you want. The further you go down the rabbit hole of narcissism, and the more education you get, and you understand exactly how toxic this is, and exactly how detrimental the relationship is, and what a narcissist actually does, that's when you understand, wow, I do not want anything to do with this. I can't believe I was actually in the relationship. I can't believe I tolerated it. I put up with it. I can't believe I experienced this. Why weren't we taught this in school? How could this go on? How come no one else sees what I see? How come no one else is going through what I'm going through? There are a litany of things that you experience post-narcissistic relationship, and you believe that you are the only person that has ever experienced this. You sincerely do. You believe that you are the person that you're isolated, you're alone, and you have nowhere to turn. Once you get the education, once you get the empowerment, and you're awakened, and you're out of the fog, and you're removed from the narcissist, that's when all the pieces of the puzzle begin to click and come together. And that's when you see exactly what this insidious thing called narcissism is that is on our planet. But the Hoover, let's remember this again. I want to reiterate it, that in the beginning, when the relationship first ends, I can assure you, you want the Hoover. And that's why you didn't block them. You didn't go no contact. You didn't do any of the things that we discussed in the channel because you didn't have the education. As time went on and you did the research and the homework and you understand, wow, this really isn't good for me. That's when you go no contact. That's when you delete. That's when you block. That's when you remove flying monkeys. That's when you turn the page and you gain and get control of yourself and the direction of your life. But this is a slow process. It does not happen magically overnight. It certainly doesn't. It happens with due diligence, with introspection, with hard work, with determination, insight, fortitude, and strength, above all, with commitment. So these are the 3 reasons, the 3 main reasons why you may not be getting a Hoover from the narcissist. Consider it this way. Whether your relationship ended a couple days ago or 30 years ago, what good would come from a Hoover? Just think about that for a minute. There's not one good thing that comes from it. Because what happens when you accept a Hoover? By the way, don't accept any Hoovers ever. But let's think about that. When you accept a Hoover, how does that benefit you? So maybe you get to tell the narcissist a piece of your mind. Are they going to listen to you anyway? No. Maybe you get some closure, maybe you believe you're going to get some closure from the narcissist. Will that happen? Absolutely not. Will the narcissist tell you that they were wrong and they apologize and they want to change and be a better person? Never going to happen. Will anything from the narcissist, any words from their mouth, make a difference in the direction of your life at all? No. Why? Think about this one also. Why does the narcissist want to Hoover you? Answer that question for a moment. I'll tell you exactly why. Because they believe that they can ensnare you in their web of lies, manipulation, destruction, and deceit all over again. It worked once in the past. Why not go back for round 2? The thing is, they're not banking on you having the education, the empowerment, the awareness. They believe that they own you, and they believe that at the drop of a hat, they can Hoover you or come back into your life whenever they want to. If you go no contact, block, delete, remove flying monkeys, and everything that we discussed in the channel, the door's slammed. There's nothing they can do about it. And remember this one again. I really hope you guys are enjoying this video because this is a powerful video. When the narcissistic relationship ended and you were discarded, did they check in on you? Did they say, hey, let's grab that cup of coffee and talk about the ending of the relationship? They did none of that. What they did is they ran off into the night to the new supply to destroy another person's life. They didn't care about you back then. They didn't care about you all throughout the relationship. The reason now, if the narcissist does Hoover you or somebody you know, the only reason they're doing it is to get control, manipulate, and to test themselves again, to see if they still have it, to see if you're weak, to see if you haven't improved, to see if you have or have not healed, to see if you've done the work. And when you close that door once and for all and go no contact and block them and remove the flying monkeys and everybody, that's when you can just say, wow, I did it. I'm at the mountaintop. I'm at the pinnacle. I am so much stronger than I ever knew. This will take time. It will take courage, and it will take a lot of determination, but you will get there. I can assure you, a year ago today, I never thought I would be there. My hope was I would be there, and I knew I was putting my hard work in, but I could not see the light at the end of the tunnel. It wasn't until March 31st when I began to actually see things and be like, okay, I'm getting this. And it took me a long time to do it, a long time. Go back and look at some of the older videos. The inception of the channel was from March 31st, 2021. But getting back on track, these are reasons why you don't want the Hoover. You may think you do, and you may think that it's going to make you feel better to give them a piece of your mind, or you're going to get closure. You won't, and you won't. Nothing good will happen from it. If anything, probably what will happen if you accept the Hoover, most likely, is you will go backwards. You'll probably start ruminating again, thinking what ifs. Wow, maybe they have changed, or I really do miss the good times. Things like that. And you may say, Andrew, why would you say those things? I'll tell you why. Because the wiring of your brain was set so that they controlled you, manipulated you. They wanted you in a certain position. Remember the love bomb stage? That was all on purpose. That wasn't genuine love. It wasn't authentic feelings on their part. It was just somebody manipulating you, taking your looks, money, energy, effort, circle of friends, job, health. That's what the narcissist did, and that's what they're doing right now with someone else. So if they do come back to Hoover, or they did, there's nothing good. It doesn't benefit you in any way. All it is that person wearing the mask, trying to dupe you again, get you back caught up in that web of lies, destruction, deceit, manipulation, devastation. That's what they're trying to do. So think about that for a minute. The Hoover, does it benefit you? No. Will it ever benefit you? Absolutely not. It's just the narcissist playing a game of cat and mouse. That's exactly what it is. And it's so childish. It's so detrimental. It's cruel. It's manipulative. That's how they live their lives, you guys. They hide behind the mask. Remember, the narcissist is a coward and a bully and a fraud. And that's how they will always be. Once you have the education and the enlightenment, and you're getting it from my channel and many others, you owe it to yourself and to the planet to move forward, close the chapter of the book on the narcissist relationship once and for all. Move forward, educate yourself, become empowered, teach if you can. But know one thing, nothing good will ever and or has ever happened from a narcissistic relationship. The narcissistic relationship is toxic. It's meant to benefit one person, and that person is not you. Guys, I hope you liked the video. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica, a different location here. From beautiful Costa Rica, this is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay blessed, stay strong, stay true, stay on the path. I love you all. God bless you. I'll talk to you soon. Remember, we don't want a Hoover. It's a badge of honor if you did not get a Hoover. The best thing that could ever happen to you is not getting a Hoover. It means you're untouchable, and you are absolutely so powerful, you have no idea. So that's the answer. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.